Hi there, Andre here from Peak Motorcycles, and I'm here at EICMA 2023 where I'm at the Aprilia stand. Now Aprilia have had their 660 platformed Tuono and RSV out for a year now, I think. It's done ever so well. So what they're following up with now, again in this 400 to 500cc category, is their RS457 Super Sports. So I'll show you that and the other bikes on the stand and you can see what you think. Here we have it. Here is the new Aprilia RS457. Now I'm going to start with this one because it was just next to where I recorded the intro, and it's high up so I can give you a low down look. It's got the Biber BYBRE, I think it is. I think it's Brembo's budget brand. Rear caliper on a single disc. It's got that underslung exhaust down there. You know, some of these pieces are quite simple, like that brake pedal, but yeah, I'm sure it's completely functional. Coming up, give me a look over the tail end of the bike. It does have pillion pegs, so you could take a pillion. I won't get up to show you the dash because they've got some of the bikes lower down elsewhere, so I can show you that there. But yeah, a really tidy bike. Again, a Biber brake on the front, just a single disc, upside down fork. Yeah, and it certainly looks pretty amazing, I think. Just a couple more bikes to show you from the stand, one of which is this SRGT 200 scooter, which looks pretty nice. It's getting a lot of attention. Also there's this 125 Super Motard we have there, which looks very thin. And yeah, I think if you're learning and you could get one of these, I'm sure that would be a lot of fun, especially for those longer in the leg. And here is another one of the Tuaregs in this red, white and blue paint job. You know, I think that really does look amazing. Yeah, big fan of these. I know they've been out for a while and they seem to be doing really well. I guess it's sort of a more advanced competitor to the Tenere, even though the Tenere now has a new electronics package. And here we have a banked corner section, but what I'm going to use this for is an opportunity to have a look at the RSV4 that's heeled over without having to crouch down, which is lovely. So you can see just the work on that swing arm is just absolutely beautiful. I love engineering like that. You can see the electronic Öhlins suspension in there. It also has the Öhlins electronic forks, and hopefully you can get a good look at the dash that's in there as well. So yeah, these RSV4 Factories just really are quite incredible. Of course I'd love one, I just don't have anywhere to ride it. And continuing to take advantage of this banked curve bit, here is another RS660 that I can show you up close. Again, they just look absolutely remarkable. You know, I mean, I think Aprilia really do a great job of these super sports bikes. And the last one to show you is a Tono V4 Factory. So this is sort of the naked version of the super sports bike. It's just got that stubby screen at the front, so it's not completely naked, but still, it's a very cool looking bike. Again, with all the bells and whistles that you get on the race bike. And I think just before I finish here at Aprilia, the last bike I want to show you is another Tuono V4, which again is the supposedly naked or unfaired version of the sports bike. What they've got here is like a touring version, and by that I mean it's got this much bigger screen on the front. You know, considering it's supposedly the naked bike, I'm sure that's from the Aprilia options catalogue. It does have a few other bells and whistles. It's got those sort of handguards that have been added, and on the back, and yes, they are not very big. There are just a couple of little bags on each side with the hashtag Be a Racer logo on it that just sits quite nicely in above the exhaust on that side for a little one. But on the other side, it's actually a good sized pannier. Now that might look a little bit weird, and frankly it does, but it probably makes practical sense from a weight perspective and balancing out the exhaust side with the non-exhaust side, and also for getting your leg over. To get your leg over the bike and not having to lift it over something that big, because if you see just how high the rear seat is on that, if you imagine that you've then got to get your leg over that, a bag that comes up all the way there as well. I suppose the other thing is that on top of those two, you could always put a soft bag on the top on that grab rail. I know that sometimes these bikes aren't really thought of as being tourers, but I've ridden all around Europe on my old 2014 Speed Triple 1050R, and it was a great bike for it. So yeah, nice to see that there are options on display for that as well. So there we go, that is a quick look around the Aprilia stand here at EICMA 2023. I hope that's been interesting and useful. If it has, please check out my other content from the show and maybe I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.